Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I am Fantazikash, and this video is made to talk about some EXE fan games I made back then. A few years ago, like 4 to 5 years ago, I really wanted to make an EXE game. I don't know, at the time, really loved the bloody-eyed Sonic the Hedgehog games. The problem that I faced was that my only game development knowledge was Game Maker Studio 2, which was paid and I did not have money, and Scratch. Thus was born Super Scratch.exe. So the original game was pretty damn bad. It started on this really horribly designed menu screen. The song and background was composed fully by me, but it was also ass. The game was really damn short and pretty much a walk to the right simulator until you get to the big scary moment with this cat that says I was obliged. I did make 2 endings for the game based on whether or not you were able to escape the cat. At the time my English was really bad as well, so you have phrases such as I will back. Anyway, a few weeks passed. I really wanted to make a sequel to my game. I don't know, in my head it deserved a sequel. So I created Super Scratch 2.exe. Depending on the ending you got on the first one, you would get a code that you could then input into the second game to go to a different starting area. However, I never really finished the second starting area. I just kind of gave up. That's one sad story. Anyway, after that, a long time passed by. I think after like 2 to 3 years, I tried to make another game. It just had a menu with Scratch Cat. When you click play, it turned into Scary Scratch Cat. I was able to make it a little better than the original fourth wall break from the first game. So after that we get to Super Scratch.sb3 PC port, which, okay, so it was basically just an attempt to remake the original game but using Sonic.exe PC port elements. Okay, look, I get it. Sonic.exe PC port is really damn cool, but I obviously did not have a single chance of making something similar to that. So the game pretty much just started with this error message that would force you to stop the game a bunch of times, and it would get like more and more corrupted each time before getting to the game's menu screen. I am really proud of that, to be honest. I think the system turned out really damn cool. I added this simple platforming system. I gotta admit though, the game was really well made, both from the beginning that was finished, and the platforming system was really good, especially considering I had to code it all by myself. Yeah, so that was pretty much my story with creating Scratch.exe horror games, but I kind of liked the ideas that I had for some of the games, even though I knew they were very badly implemented, and so I started a new Scratch project and named it Super Scratch.sb3. Yeah, so when making that game, I decided to start by adding this fake bad game in the beginning. So I started with this saturated colorful background with badly drawn clouds and just a circle for a sun, and I used the Scratch Cat on the right just like I did for the other games, saying Super Scratch, press any key to play. The idea was that I wanted the game to look like a badly made game from a 11 or 12-year-old, but then turn into a stylish and scary looking thing. So I coded the game to be pretty bad. The gravity and general platforming system barely works. Sometimes you can walk through walls, and I try to make the music just slightly better. Then I decided to use the same concept of error message, but this time actually have an error happen before showing the message on the screen. So this little error message pops up saying oops, then the text appears overlapping and going out of the window, proceeds to have 2 hands pop up, an eye appears in the background. I thought that looked really damn cool, although definitely could be better. I decided to have the game restart, but this time it restarts as a really well made game. The background is less saturated and prettier in general. The menu plays the same music as the original menu, but actually made in FL Studio and doesn't sound like a 3-year-old played it on the piano by accident. After that happens, the game works pretty much the same, the only difference being the controls are way better. Doesn't have music. I decided that would be unsettling. So the game goes normal until a certain point where the grass starts going more and more realistic. It gets yellowish, and then you get to the same spot where the game glitched out the first time, and a weird Scratch Cat appears flying towards you as your character starts walking super slowly. An eerie version of the Sonic drowning theme that I made starts playing on the background. So as the scary cat just gets closer and closer to you, it just starts glitching out the whole screen, and your character starts walking slower, and in general it just makes the scene way more terrifying until the Sonic.exe scream in the background. Right after that, it just ends. I might add something more to it later. In my opinion, it turned out pretty cool. It's just a quirky little game and a stupid little idea I had when I was 11 years old. So that's all, folks. Have a great rest of your life. Bye bye.